We can do this.
I want you to hear my heart rejoicing since I'm not the man I used to be.
A rumbly in Springfield.
That I've been faithful ever since the day you saved my soul. I want to serve you wherever I go, and I want you to know. Lord, I want you to know I'll be a witness. Wherever you lead, I'll go. Ever proclaiming, telling your story, helping the lost find their way home. Knowing you are walking here beside me, keeps me moving toward my goal. With heaven in view, I never turn back, and I want you to know. I want you to know. Lord, I'm so thankful for the love you've given me. My heart rejoicing since I'm not the man I used to be. I want you to see that I've been faithful ever since the day you saved my soul. I want to serve you wherever I go, and I want you to know. I want you to know. Lord, I'm so thankful for the love you've given me. My heart rejoicing since I'm not the man I used to
Paula.
be.
Are you going to be getting to see?
That I've been faithful ever since the day you
I'm
saved
going
my
to
soul. I want to serve you wherever I go.
Good morning, Jackie.
Come on, Chappie. This song ain't over until Jeff Chapman does this.
Lord, I'm so thankful for the love you've given me. I want you to hear my heart rejoicing since I'm not the man I used to be. I want you to see that I've been faithful ever since the day you saved my soul. I want to serve you wherever I go, and I want you to know. I want you to see that I've been faithful ever since the day you saved my soul. I want to serve you wherever I go, and I want you to know.
Get it. You hear that?
No.
Come on now. Even the girls trying to sing bass on that one.
No,
No,
I
you're not?
am not even going to try. That is way down there.
Well,
That's amazing.
I tried to sing bass, but I'm not hanging there with Jeff Chapman. This is
No.
amazing. Pretty good stuff
Crazy.
there. Kingdom Airs, and I want you to know Jeff is with another quartet now with the Gold City group. But back then, pretty soon we're going to be venturing to the Kingdom Airs home territory. They're in Dollywood, right?
Oh, are we going to Dollywood too?
Can.
Awesome.
Can make part of the trip.
We're talking about our trip to Pigeon Forge for National Quartet Convention.
Yep.
Dave sings in a quartet. I do not. I wonder
Yep.
if there's an all-female quartet out there.
Sweet Adeline's.
There you go.
Well, and then if High Road ever decides to mix up personality, you got a chance there. Yeah,
I could try that. But we're going to go to National Quartet Convention because
Yeah.
Dave and I are both on the short list for an award. Not to get in trouble, but for an award. I can't believe it.
A little bit of both. No, it is incredible that you and I both made that top 5 list together. Because we do the show. This is a duet thing. This is a what are some of the famous duets? This is a Crosby and
you got to be careful because some of them are wackadoodle. We are also on Friday Live right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to come join us on Facebook or YouTube, we would love to see you there. We're going to talk a little bit this morning about Father's Day. We know we're a week early, but we want you to be prepared.
Be a week ahead of it, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about Father's Day. We're going to talk a little bit about the Singing News Fan Awards. And I don't know, we'll just see what comes up. Join us Facebook and YouTube for Friday Live. Now, see, when you do, friends, I am back on the correct side of the table.
Yeah.
I am not pushing any buttons. I'm just over here to boss Dave.
Yep.
I've got my marker so I can boss him.
It's like her scepter. It's the orange scepter.
It's my pointer. It's my laser. If I had a laser pointer.
No,
that might get your attention.
I'm already having eye trouble.
I know. Goodness. What a morning, friends. A stormy morning in Springfield, Missouri. Yeah. I don't know where you're at today.
We got the thunder and
Jackie's
stuff
in Kansas City, but the thunder is clapping and lots going on this
See,
morning.
Phoebe, Sonny and Cher.
See, okay, I like that though. I
That's
like how I like the play on words she did there.
that's funny.
I like
Correct.
that a
The way
lot.
she spelled it is pretty funny. I got you, babe. That's one of the fun songs ever. Ever.
Yes.
I was thinking more like Martin and Lewis or Hope and Crosby.
Yeah.
What are some other
Yeah.
what are some other famous duets?
I don't know.
But we didn't get nodded for that. We didn't get the acknowledgement for the show.
And we tried to enter as a duet.
Right. That was the whole thing.
But
I mean, the whole thing here is
those
about
rule
it.
players.
Yeah. They
up
said
there and-
DJ. DJ.
Good morning, Jackie.
Hey, my friends. How's it in your place? It's rainy, stormy here. Deborah says she's got storms too.
I took a very big risk and left Dave alone yesterday and just took a personal day, a mental health. I've never done that, Dave. I've never just called off sick and said,
Hey,
I need a day.
Once in a while.
I need a day.
Once in a while, why wouldn't you?
And all that to say, I went on a bike ride and I went on a trail and it's called Lost Hill. So if you're familiar with Springfield trails, you know which one that is. Very curvy, but I had looked it up and saw that it now connects all the way to Ritter Springs. So I don't have a lot of memories of being at Ritter Springs Park.
Yeah.
So I was excited
to
ride all the way to Ritter Springs.
Yeah.
We get 2 miles into the ride and there's a water crossing that is impassable. The water is moving fast.
A lot of water.
Deep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, let's just take our shoes off and wade across. And my husband laughed at me. He said, if that is at least bit slick, you're going down and I'm not coming after you.
It is dangerous stuff.
So
I mean, we had a lot of water moving through Southwest
water
Missouri.
was moving fast and furious, and I turned around to not drown.
Yeah.
And then we went riding on the Frisco Trail.
Fun.
And
I mean, you said you were out there for a few hours bike riding.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Was, it wasn't that sunshiny, beautiful day, but it was a good day. It was a good day.
Good for you.
Good morning, Mama Patty. It's raining up
Mama's
there in
the
Clinton.
House. Yep. Rainy through all of pretty much of Missouri. Good morning, Tammy and Jackie and Deborah. All the friends checking in. What's Tammy saying? That they have their 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
Man.
Tammy Scott, congratulations.
That's
That is
awesome.
a big deal.
That is a milestone. Deb and I celebrate 40 here in just a couple weeks.
We always have to make it about you, Dave.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I can appreciate the extra 10 years.
The longevity. I would hear those people that have been married, 40, 50 years, and I'm thinking, I'll never see that.
But you're
I don't know why I thought that.
You're knocking on it, aren't you?
I think we're getting ready to celebrate 34.
Do your math, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
34 years.
I think when it comes to prison terms, that's a life.
Oh, it's a little cloudy in Iowa. Dan, do you listen to us on the app or through the internet?
The webs. All the ways.
We don't get a very good read on how many are listening through the app, but I think more are listening on the app than on the actual radio. I don't know.
We don't know for sure.
We don't know.
You know what? No, the terrestrial, just from the Nielsen's and stuff, there are tens of thousands of people that listen.
Our friend our friend Darren is in Hawaii starting his day with us.
That's
every day.
Crazy. Was that the funnest email?
I love it. I couldn't figure out at first because it was sent from a phone.
Yeah.
So it was a little discombobulated.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? We're in Hawaii?
Yeah. In Hawaii.
So our signal is in Hawaii this week.
That's a pretty big radio signal.
Awesome.
Oh, I need to plug in my computer.
Are you dying?
It's trying to. And we do need to fix that. So let me go get the battery.
Go get the charger.
Let me get the thing.
Dave Taylor.
Well, I can't think of everything.
Is that what that blinking orange light is here on the side?
Probably.
And he's still single. Could I go? Do I know where it's at? Could I go get it? Okay. Carry on. Yes, the rain is a little hard on flowers. Mine are doing well with it. I've got cute little flower boxes sitting on the edge of my porch, And those are good. Good morning, Emery. It's so good to have you with us this morning. Emery is done with school for this summer, enjoying all the festivities. Uh, Dave is still walking around on an injured foot. And I don't know. I heard the front door open, so I don't know what that means if he's out in the rain. He's got a scooter. He's hobbling. Continue to pray for him. We want quick and complete healing of that thing. We're going to talk about Father's Day. How many of you are ready for Father's Day? How many of you have entered someone for their chance to win our Father's Day giveaway that we've got? This is really cool. It's sponsored by the Tractor Barn Farm and Lawn, and they have everything you could ever want there. You're going to get a gift card to Tractor Barn Farm and Lawn and a gift to the Bass Pro Shops. Dan listens on that. Thank you, Dan. To the Bass Pro Shops. Go to kwfc.org to enter. But I want to hear from you today. What do dads want for Father's Day? I'm not a dad, so I don't know. My husband does not really enjoy attention, so I try to leave him alone with that. But I don't know. Dave has no opinion. I think as we get older, we just want our family together. But I also realize that my kids have their own families, so that's hard to maneuver because I want them to be honored in their household. Did you get it?
Sorry, just
ow.
over here. That's life with one-footed living.
Well, I probably shouldn't have left it open for you to kick. I just didn't dream you would be messing around over there, closing cabinets. Hey, it quit blinking. It's just on now.
Yep. It's amazing. We got everything plugged in right.
Well,
you can't think of everything.
Those laptops don't stay charged forever.
Well, I had just used this the other day without the cord. So sorry about that.
That's all right.
What did you do some politicking while I was away?
Did I?
I'm just asking. Did she?
I mean, do you really want a favorite DJ that's just going to leave you in the middle of a Friday live?
Dropping in a heartbeat?
Or do you want for your favorite DJ the one that picks up the slack when he has to sit over here in his low chair with his foot up?
I hear you. Being faithful.
All the things. All the things.
That's not a bad point. She's on a pretty good point right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It is a popularity contest.
Is it?
Yeah. There's no merit to how you have to vote. There are no guidelines.
Yeah.
Kind of like working here. There's no standards. There's no guidelines. Just do whatever you want.
Show up mostly.
Show up. Bring whatever you want with you.
If you show up, there's a 90% chance you can keep your job just showing up. Back to reinforce your point.
Is it really raining that good out there?
I'm not sure.
It's just dark.
Yeah, it's pretty dark out our place. Doesn't help that we have that sunscreen.
Good morning, Yantina. It's dark and rainy here. Yantina, what's it doing there in the Netherlands? It's probably beautiful.
Isn't it always gorgeous?
The flowers are gorgeous.
Yep, the tulips. Isn't that the big flower in the Netherlands? The tulip.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Isn't that where we get most of our tulips? Is from the Netherlands. I'm just trying to see if we can make out how much rain.
I can't tell how.
We had the claps of thunder just a little bit ago.
That was good.
I'm one of those that could sit on the porch in a thunderstorm and just watch it go.
You know, growing up, we didn't have a basement, and when it was raining and the power would go out, the house would get hot because the attic fan wasn't working. We didn't have air conditioning.
Oh,
that's not because I'm old. That's because my dad
attic fan
didn't believe in it. So we would go sit on the front porch and just watch the storm roll through. And I thought that's what people did until I found out, nope, most people go hide in their basement during a storm.
Well, some do.
So, yeah.
Now, if you get the tornado warnings, if you got the sirens, you better be heading to the basement if you got one.
Yeah.
All right. So
we don't have Bruno. Where is everybody this morning? I'm so glad for those of you that are here, but I'm thinking about those that are not here.
Yeah. Family. You get your typical suspects.
I hope everyone's
is fine.
Okay.
It's just a tweener kind of a weekend feel. Could be weather. It's almost like church. If it rains,
right.
Everybody
stays in bed and sleeps in a little action.
What's on everybody's mind? Is everybody thinking about the feud between Trump and Musk?
No, are we going to talk about Father's Day?
Well, of course, we're going to talk about Father's Day.
Okay.
That'd be much more fun than the other.
I asked the fathers to let us know, and woman, you can chime in too. What do dads really want for Father's Day? What do they really want?
I want a lap full of grandbabies.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do. I like having a lap full of grandbabies.
It's a week from Sunday.
Mhm.
So be making your plans. Be thinking about what dad wants for Father's Day.
I want a tall, iced Diet Coke off my right hand, a bag of pork rinds in the other hand,
Pork rinds.
the U.S. Open on my TV, and a lap full of grandkids.
Okay.
Well, that's what you asked.
Well, I mean, that's very specific.
Yeah.
Debbie Taylor, of course, I was going to say that sounds like, oh, run.
Oh, thank you very much. Here we go. See, somebody's paying attention.
KWFC, Dave and Paula, that is the Kingsman, what I found at the altar. Here is my question for all the dads out there. What did most dads really want for Father's Day?
Okay.
Now, we always buy socks.
Do you?
Back in the day, it was a new tie.
Right.
Maybe the barbecue grill.
Time
on the golf course. But there is a survey that says that 56% of dads prefer to spend Father's Day with their children or grandchildren.
That's what I tell you.
Now, that's a hard one because, Dave, you have 3 sons, and 2 of them have children, and you want them to be honored by their family on Father's Day.
Right.
But yet you want time with them.
I'm a little selfish too there.
44% say sharing a meal at home is the second most popular choice, followed by going out to eat with the family. That's at 36%. Older dads, 65 or plus, especially value connection, with 51% wanting a phone call or a visit, and 25%, which I think that's low, say they don't want any gifts at all.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Younger dads, 18 to 34, are more interested in material gifts like clothing, tools, gift cards, holidays, and experiences. From a spending perspective, it's forecasted for Father's Day to be spent on dads $24 billion this year, with the average spend per person about $199.
Wow. That's kind of narrowing it down quite a bit. That's
a pretty detailed scope. So if you were going to have $199 spent on you for Father's Day, what do you want it to be? Well, Dave wants it to be spent on meat so he can barbecue
my kids,
for all the grandkids.
My kids don't have that kind of money.
No. And I don't want mine spending that kind of money on me.
You know what the chief difference between Father's Day and Mother's Day?
What is that?
You will find a seat in the restaurant on Father's Day. It is true. It is true.
It can be true. Jackie, it's not raining up in Kansas City. Well, just you wait. It'll be there.
It's coming. It's coming your way. No, my Father's Day wishes are pretty simple. I want to tell you though, it came yesterday, and I'm so happy. I bought this. I won't tell the make of the grill because I was so very disappointed when I bought it that it didn't come with a cover.
Oh.
And then I was even more disappointed to learn they don't even make a cover because it's a large surface. It's like 37 by 22 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
And most grill covers that you can buy aside aren't big enough. They're right at the dimension, so they won't overlap like you need.
Mm-hmm.
Bitterly disappointment. This is something that's now a year old. Disappointed. Finally found one.
Yay!
And got delivered yesterday. So I've already got my Father's Day wish. I was able to cover my griddle.
Bruno, there you are.
You make it in?
I was worried about you.
She was worried about you, Steve. Bruno.
Jack is in the house too.
I saw.
He's just trying to be quiet. Jack, I want to see your ballot before you turn it in.
Jack and I got a deal worked out.
Yeah, Vonda's got my back.
No, she's also in on the deal. Yeah.
Why are you? You've heard about making deals with the devil? I'm just saying. Have you mentioned the retailer from where you purchased said grill that they should sell a cover suitable
Oh,
for.
I have levied my just
Well, I mean,
appointment.
because they may not know. I know as a business owner, sometimes I get
Yeah.
stuff in and I don't think all the details through.
I would hope to think if you're making a griddle that's going to be sitting out in the elements, that you would make a cover for
But
it.
some people put them on like covered patios areas. So I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying the standard on those two is they're a metal cover because you're going to cover that griddle when it's still a little warm.
Yeah.
They make a cloth one.
Now, does it have a lid?
This is what I'm saying. No.
Oh, it doesn't even have a
No.
lid that closes on it.
This
It's
is what I'm
just
saying at
strictly
you.
the griddle surface.
That's my umbrage.
I didn't understand that's
I
what you were
don't-
umbraging about.
I don't get how you would ever make such a thing without a way to cover it. I was really mad. I didn't know that until after I bought it. I thought,
No reflection on the retailer because we do love this retailer.
and I'm not mentioning them by name.
Yeah,
for that
and we're
very
not
reason.
mentioning the brand of the object.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm
yeah,
not
you're being
throwing
good.
shade. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm just saying I was very sorely disappointed.
No, Deborah, because Blackstone comes with a lid. Don't
Yeah,
be asking questions.
I'm not gonna.
Debbie York.
Yeah, I know
that
you
we
want to
can't
know.
answer.
I know you want to know. I'm just not gonna throw shade because I love these people.
I'm going to say no, and Dave Taylor, no, it's not a Blackstone.
No, it's one of our friends.
I know, but I
Yeah.
don't know what brand he sells.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Maggie.
Morning, Maggie. Good to see you. By the way, I appreciate everybody's prayers for my footy. It's getting better. It's just not getting
So
better.
does Debbie Taylor.
Fast as
she
I want.
appreciates your prayers. Now that she's having to utilize her nursing skills.
I got to brag her up.
To wrap
she has been a tremendous help in all the things. She's having to do all the man chorn like trash and all the things.
Oh, does she empty out the robo vacuum?
Not regularly.
Or is it turning upside down again?
Nope, it's still.
That's one of Dave's
filling
jobs.
up. That is the funniest thing in our house is the RoboVac. That is the funniest point. Anyway, I brag up on Debbie. She's fabulous. Been helping very, very much. And it's also gardening time, which she's not gonna be able to do much today or tomorrow because of the rain. But so you try to make the most of those times, and here your husband's lame-o.
Well, and today's Nana school day, right? Or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday, but this week because school is out, it's not as regular. So it'll be some summertime fun.
Yeah.
So not doing the Nana school so much today and yesterday, but every so often now, kind of in the summer schedule.
Can you hear all that noise
outside? I know.
It's a great day to sleep in.
I see the cars kicking up rain, so it's coming down out there. I just can't tell how much. Just lightning strikes in the background. Thunder here in Springfield, Mo.
Tell us more about Freedom Encounter. Do you have a link, a website link that you can put on the page?
What's the latest show going on there at Freedom?
Freedom Encounter Theater in Branson, Missouri.
Yep. They got all kinds of stuff going on down in Branson.
Let's see. A Time for Freedom, June 3rd through August 15th. A 90-minute stage production for families and kids. Through games and audience participation, George Washington must find his way back to the Constitutional Convention to save freedom. I love it.
They
freedomencounter.com.
God and country down there. What else is going on in everybody's mind? Jack, you guys singing this weekend, or are you going over to Karen Peck's place? I think he's going to Karen Peck's place. I think I already.
Oh, Debbie York. I saw the news last night on KY3.
Yeah.
Since she brought it up, I'm going to brag on it.
Brag on it. Stay on.
Cooper Roy, our friend that we've been praying for, that in September was involved in what should have been a deadly car accident.
Right.
He has survived and thrived.
I'd say not just survived, he has just been amazing.
He's an amazing, I mean, you cannot take the word miracle out of his story.
Yep.
And he was they had a bit on KY3 last night. He went back to Mercy Hospital, where he spent 3 months with nurses and doctors that weren't even sure he was going to survive, much less talk again and walk again and do all the things. And he's doing them all, and he's doing them beautifully. And at the end of the broadcast, the news snippet, they said Cooper continues to share his story, and he will be doing this on Father's Day, all 3 services at Crossway Baptist Church. Gives me goosebumps to even talk about it. But so proud of this young man and how God is using him and how he's allowing God to use him. Because part of this story is he does have a traumatic brain injury, and that
Wow.
just messes with everything.
But to be so functioning.
He is very, very functioning, and he's made, when he was a kid, just things from his childhood connections he's made, and I could tell you story after story, but he's an amazing young man. So I want to encourage you, come on Father's Day to Crossway or watch online. He's going to be preaching all 3 services. But if you watch it online, you're going to miss the fact that his car will be there.
Yeah.
And that to me,
that will be, I was going to say there's
I'm
a lot
trying
of
to,
emotions there.
Yeah, I'm not the mama, and I know how mama feels about it.
Well, when you see the wreckage and you understand the frailty of the human body and how God protected him, saved him, it's a compelling story. And if you can at all, make it next Sunday at the Crossway, it would be worth your while.
And we've been praying for a lady that was on the scene.
Yeah.
And we call her TikTok girl to protect her.
Yeah.
But she has said she will be there.
Credited.
And this is a huge answer to prayer. And we're just praying over this day.
God
and our
used her
TikTok
in a
girl,
way.
in a major way.
Yep.
Major way. We can talk about entering for the Father's Day, since this is Father's Day hour.
Let's talk about it. Here we go. Mid-South Boys and More Like You on the Sound of Home KWFC. Good morning, Dave and Paula. Singing in the Rain with you in Southwest Missouri. Now, you may be watching in on Facebook Live and our Friday Live from all points yonder. We got people from over in the Netherlands checking in, possibly Hawaii. I don't know if Darren's checking in on Friday Live. Good.
Lots of stuff going on. We've been talking about Father's Day this morning and special events going on, ideas for Dad for gifts. And one idea for Dad for gifts is to enter him for our Father's Day giveaway. We have had a good time with some great stories about Dad and some bad dad jokes. Yeah. Yeah, there just been some great one. Here's one.
Yeah, throw one.
Most bald people still own a comb. They just can't part with it.
Bum. I love it. Somebody submitted that.
So give us your best or worst dad joke, a great story about your dad, and you will enter him to win our Father's Day giveaway sponsored by Tractor Barn Farm and Lawn. Everything a dad could want. And if it's not enough there, we're going to send him to Bass Pro too.
That's great.
All the places a dad wants to go. So if you go to our website, kwfc.org, across the top is a banner that says best dad jokes or worst dad jokes.
They all qualify. So get Dad registered. We have through Wednesday. So I say that just don't want you to procrastinate. Get your entry in as soon as you can. But if you've already entered, you're in. But share a dad joke or a story about Dad, and let's see if we can't win him this nice prize package. Thanks to our friends at Tractor Barn Farm and Lawn. Dad jokes. You got another one?
Jack is heading to Memphis Quartet show next week after he goes to Karen Peck's. Jack, make sure you give her my Vote for Paula t-shirt that I sent you. Kidding. But tell her how much I brag on her for being such a great campaign manager. We need to play that phone call again. That was a great phone call.
If I could find it, I'm sure you lost it somewhere.
I've got it here. I've got it right here. 107 more days to go to NQC. Yantina, you are not stressing me out in the least. Do you know what I have coming up before NQC? My attitude right now is if I can just get through the 1st of August, it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine.
She's got a busy stretch ahead of her, big time. Now, when a joke becomes a dad joke? It's when it becomes a parent. A parent. That's when you know it's a dad joke. See, that's a horrible one there. I'll even give you that. But I didn't originate that. That's one I picked up and thought it was worth sharing. But
I liked the one I shared the other day about patenting a coin machine.
Yeah. Do you remember the punchline?
Because it just makes sense.
Bump.
That was the best ever.
It was a good one. Those are fun. The dad jokes. I mean, honestly, everybody groans and moans and rolls their eyes, but we love them.
Tina, do you know where you're staying for NQC yet? I'm depending on Dave Taylor to arrange my housing.
Yep. Really? You want me to do that?
You said you were.
I will. I didn't know you were kind of completely.
We're taking our spouses.
Yep.
Wasn't that the plan? You were going to look for an Airbnb that was appropriate
for
us to be able to
cohabit.
I just want the bathrooms far apart. What's on the 1st of August for you, Paula? The 1st of August is the last day of girls' camp, the last day of my summertime commitments. And then I will head home to love on a brand new grandbaby that will be born while I'm at camp.
Or is due.
No, it's C-section. She'll be born while I'm at camp.
It's determined. Okay.
She'll be born on that Tuesday.
You're also going around to VBSs too.
Well, I am. I've got a couple of invites.
Yep.
And
to add to your busyness.
Yeah. Which that's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going for the whole week. It's when you get this whole week of stuff.
It's your cameo for politicking.
Now I can't. I'm going to have to miss my girls in Lebanon. And that makes me sad.
Oh, you're not going to be able to do it.
Because that's a week of my VBS at Crossway.
So?
I can't be two places at once,
Brian
Dave.
is just going to have to understand.
I can't be two places at once.
Well, with all this body double talking on in the presidential
I could be. Maybe I should just make a clone of me. Oh, that could be. That's so fun.
That's a dangerous concept right there. You have twice the chances of winning.
Could the clone do radio for me?
Could.
So I could sleep in. My clone can get up
wouldn't
and
that
come
be
here.
now? Wouldn't that be nice?
Sleep in.
Wouldn't that be nice? That is the peril of morning radio. When that the alarm clock goes off, it is love not the world.
I know.
You slap that thing.
Well, last Friday, I don't know, did I admit on Friday Live that I was late?
You did confess. You didn't need to, but you did.
I confessed I was late.
I was pushing it this morning.
It was very stressful last Friday. So, of course, with having a personal day yesterday, there was no excuse to be late today.
You had plenty of rest.
So when I woke up at 2 a.m., I'm like, I've got plenty of time. Let me just roll over and go back into a good hard sleep. I don't think I ever really did.
I did that this morning. I intended to get up and rewrap my foot a little bit at 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Tina stays at the Valley Forge Inn. I know, Debbie, if I only had an identical twin, she wouldn't be as fun as me, though.
She'd be the evil one, wouldn't she?
I was with my daughter on Wednesday, and she was trying to hack into my phone, and she was trying to get in through the facial recognition.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was.
It didn't work.
Now that's diabolical.
We do look a lot alike, but evidently
not enough.
Apple knows enough to know that she was not me, which it would work in reverse for her. If she could get in on my phone, then I could get in on her phone.
That's trouble.
Yeah.
Wow. So she's close enough to try it, huh? Is that what she was doing?
She thought so. Apple didn't think so. Thank goodness.
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. I've got the squeaky chair. I think this is your chair that belongs over there.
Might be. I don't know. We gotta fix that. That's fixable.
The squeaking?
Yeah.
Or replacing.
Get another chair.
Well, some of those chairs,
I think we're up for an upgrade. I'm noticing
likable.
This one. I think this one here is also needing an upgrade.
Because the arms need to be able to move up and down.
It's just things.
Yeah.
There's things about it. It's got to change.
I have to sit still. Change is the spice of life.
It's easy for everybody unless you're a Baptist.
I'm not Baptist. I just attend a Baptist church. Hey, Ed Turley is watching. Good morning, Ed Turley.
Good morning, Ed. Good morning.
Must be nice to wake up at 7:45 in the morning. I'm kidding.
We are very excited about you guys making a week and a half of it to go to NQC.
A week and a half?
Well, I said you're going to do the weekend before, weekend after, getting there and back.
Well, we're discussing.
Yeah.
He's backing off on that on me. I keep telling him he's going to have plenty of time to rest when we're in Pigeon.
I'd like your idea of, kind of making a trip of it there, making a trip of it back. Yeah. Why not?
I want to come back through Memphis.
Okay.
Go a different way back than I go out. We're going to see. I've got the atlas out. I've been studying.
Some of the must-see things to do when in Pigeon is Tony Gore's barbecue house.
Okay.
Got to go there.
Okay.
That's just a have to. That's a have to thing while you're out there.
Okay.
Dollywood would be another. If you have never been to Dollywood, you want to do that.
Is the food there as good as Silver Dollar City?
I would say, you know what? I don't know on the food stuff. The park itself and some of the rides are fabulous. The food, I can't speak too much because it wasn't my thing.
Because you like the rides. I like the food. Dave likes the rides.
Yep.
There were I've gotten a few other good ideas of things to do there. I did have a friend tell me that if you plan to go hiking, you have to go early because the parking lots fill up quickly for the trails.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Bruno chiming in on Gore.
Yeah. Yantina, you asked me what August 1st holds. The end of August is Southern Gospel Picnic.
Correct.
And did you get the schedule?
We did. That's all getting kind of figured out.
You haven't. Can you share that with me?
Can.
Someday?
Somewhere. I have.
Hey, we've got a break. We're going to skip it?
No, we'll do it. We'll skip this one. We'll skip this one. Well, it's kind of just be a chewing gum. What do you want to talk about in this next break with our peoples?
Goat on the roof is fun.
What is that?
I've never had that problem. Jack, you've never gone to a hiking trail. That's funny. I don't see you going hiking.
You don't think he's the hiking kind of guy?
No. He will hike through the parking lot at Tony Gore's to his table. I
think you called it pretty close there.
Did I?
If you see me on a hiking trail, I am a part of a search and rescue effort.
Okay. Thank you, David. We're getting lots of good ideas for NQC. I only say that because Jack is one of the few people I've seen leaving their stage at Silver Dollar City on a golf cart.
Say that again?
Let me make sure I clear my throat so you can hear me good. Jack is one of the only people I've ever seen leaving their stage at Silver Dollar City on a golf cart. I didn't think they allowed motorized vehicles in the park.
They used not to.
But Jack Armstrong is so important that he had a golf cart come in.
That's funny. Yeah. That's when you know you're somebody. You're
somebody important when you can get Amanda Carson to bring a golf cart.
Give you a ride out.
And he made sure and yelled and waved at me all the way up the hill they were going. I'm not bitter.
Didn't sound bitter at all.
But Jack,
that is funny.
Come on.
That is funny.
What are we going to talk about, Dave?
Well, I've been looking at that. Let's talk about the Singing News Fan Awards and magazine subscriptions, shall we?
Let's do.
Yep.
I can practice my bit here.
You want to read it? Why don't you practice
Since 1969.
Is that what is on this?
I am terrible. I am terrible at doing promos on the air because I tend to read it more than talk it.
Well, it sounds, if you get the art of it is acting like you're not reading it. But that's hard to do when you're reading it.
It's very hard to do.
Yep. Bruno, all the scooters were rented. That is if you're going to the Silver Dollar City Southern Gospel Picnic, get your scooter rental early.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Irene, for letting us know. She is in Pierce City. They're having some wicked weather over there.
Yeah, we've had some pretty severe weather moving through Joplin in this way. And we're breaking in with EAS things too through our show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that and then get into the another. Ready? Here we go.
Nobody Like Jesus, Lefevre Quartet this morning on KWFC. Dave and Paula finding out that there's some bad weather rolling through our area.
That's some
So
severe weather.
the emergency broadcast system will break in and keep you updated on what's going on. So when you hear those annoying beeps, keep listening because it's telling you what's going on with the weather and the storms moving through. We know they're in Pierce City and heading this way.
Yeah.
So be careful out there. Great time to have the number for HM Dent Works in your pocket, just in case you experience some damage with your vehicle. We have to thank them for sponsoring our weather breaks and letting us know what's going on out there with the storm.
Do you want to do a practice read on your spot?
A practice read.
Yeah, why don't you just see how close you can get?
Okay, I have not read through this, so here we go.
This is a dry read.
Since 1969, the Singing News magazine has been the printed voice of Southern gospel music, featuring inside information and stories. See, I'm reading it behind our favorite music. This is Paula with another reason you might be interested in reading the magazine. Besides the artist spotlights and industry news, I'm up for the favorite DJ award this year.
What?
I'm up for the favorite DJ award this year. They offer printed magazine subscriptions delivered to your door every month or digital subscriptions delivered to your email. KWFC is a proud partner with Singing News, and we have subscription information at our studios right here at 2550 South Campbell or online at kwfc.org. Thank you for the amazing honor of representing KWFC for favorite DJ. Vote for Paula. Oh, wait, that's not on there.
Well, but I'm going to tell you, that's going to be edited down some because we got to get that down to 30 seconds.
Right.
And there's too much on there. So we're going to cut
Who
some
did
of that.
Who
Me,
wrote
of course,
that?
Of course, the wordy one.
Well, I mean, it says 45 seconds, and then the top it says 30 seconds.
Yeah,
there's no way, Dave.
This is what I'm saying. We're going to
we got lots of work to do.
We're going to have to edit that down where it says, just vote for Dave.
No. We're going to say my name at least 3 times with the link to the subscription. We're having so much fun with the honor of, really, it is an honor to represent KWFC with the Singing News Fan Awards. We're so excited about this. For your information on a subscription to Singing News Magazine and how you can vote, go to our website, kwfc.org.
That's fun. Good morning, Chris Judy. Buddy, I'm telling you, we need to be singing. We had 2 opportunities here in June that kind of crashed down. Just didn't
well, I think they're trying to sing You're the Weak Link, right?
Well, I am the limping link. It's true.
He's just doing it for sympathy, Chris. Chris has been hanging out at Silver Dollar City. I saw him down there last Saturday. I mean, I didn't see him. I saw on Facebook he was down there.
Bruno, is that happening right now, or was that like an earlier warning or alert there for Martha?
It says earlier this week. There was a tornado in Kansas City like Wednesday, wasn't there? Because they had pictures of the funnel cloud by Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is crazy. The hospital policy to get away from the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of windows, and you want to have windows because it's depressing being in the hospital.
So
depressing.
Get those patients moved into the hall.
I have to say a special thank you to Irene. I am going to print off what you said to me because that speaks volumes to me, especially after my day yesterday and just spending time with the Lord yesterday. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Patty, that's so sweet of you to say, but you are Dave's mother and you should want him to win.
She does.
But she likes me an awful lot.
She does like you, but she wants me to win.
I can't wait till I'm hearing rumors that there's a chance of a possibility that sometime in the future you might move this direction. And that makes me happy.
Wow.
To get Mama Patty down here.
That is true.
There's a chance of a possibility that she might maybe in the future.
We're looking into the options.
A couple of nights ago is what Bruno said.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, lots of
I didn't see the footage, but the fact that funnel cloud got close.
Did you look at the clock?
I did. We're kind of running out.
Friends, post your prayer request here. Remember to pray for Martha. Is she still in the hospital, Bruno? I'm assuming. Pray for my friend Ashley and Adam Coates. Adam with an ugly battle with cancer.
Yep.
The PET scan showed a steady in the cancer, which is good because it's been growing by leaps and bounds. So to have a PET scan that showed a hold is a
big
praise.
deal. Yeah.
It's a praise. We're praising God for that right now. Pray for Cooper. And we've talked about he'll be speaking. Pray for strength and endurance. 3 services. It's going to be a long day for him, so pray for that. Pray for our friend Andy.
Yep. Going through was supposed to go a simple procedure, kind of turned into anesthesia thing, and still in the
They've
hospital.
just found a lot more issues with him, so pray for him.
Yeah.
And then just, Dave brought a good message. Pastor Dave had a church service here the other day about unity.
Was it churchy?
No. No. No.
I didn't think it'd be churchy.
But about unity. And, as a family of believers, we serve the same God. We're all going to the same heaven. Sorry to some of my Methodist friends to let you. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We're all going to the same heaven, and we need to work for the same purpose and not get twisted over little things that keep us apart.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, Gail is having surgery on the 17th, and they're going to be traveling to Texas.
Okay.
Pray for them. Thank you, Gail. Gail and Keith.
It's such a scary word to us, that cancer.
Yep.
Research Hospital. I was born there.
Is that in Kansas City? Or is that it's not KU Med Center?
Nope, it's in KC.
Okay.
Downtown KC.
Okay. Is it by Children's Mercy?
No, not near, but I mean it's not too far from, but it's not. I mean it's not like down in the downtown.
Oh, pray for Pam. Yes, Debbie, that is Pam York's daughter-in-law's mom. Rushed to Mercy last night. Scary stuff.
Well, got a lot going on.
You want to pray us out, Dave?
Yeah, I was gonna let you pray us out.
Okay.
Because you're kind of like rested.
I am rested. Yesterday was a fantastic day.
I'm glad for that.
God, we just thank you for your love, for your grace, for your guidance, for your protection, and for your healing. Lord, today we are praying healing over so many of our friends. We think of Martha in the hospital. We think of Debbie York's son's mother-in-law. I don't know how to phrase that better. We pray for Andy. God, just touch him and heal him.
Yes.
Bring him back to our nights here on KWFC, his calming voice. Lord, we are so thankful for Cooper and for how he is sharing his story. And we pray today for all those that are being touched, that they will lean into you, they will listen, and they will surrender to you. God, that's my prayer today. Just help us to surrender to you, to your will for our lives, to your purpose for me, for my life. I don't need to worry about anyone else's purpose or anyone else's plan or anyone else's walk. Just me. God, I love you and I praise you. Help us to shine your light bright in all the corners today and every day. I pray as we head into the weekend and into Sunday that we will be excited about church. We will go and we will take everyone we know with us, just like our plans for heaven. We love you, Jesus. We praise you, and we just cannot thank you enough for the privilege we have of serving you. It's in your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Jack, I'll be praying for you for safe travels.
Yep.
Travels.
Yep.
I didn't add that in there. I thought of that as I was wrapping up. So
God knows.
They're flying, they're traveling. Memphis Quartet Convention is convention.
The contention. Quartet contention.
It's a big
Battle
deal.
Of the quartets.
Sunday. That's funny. Lots going on in everyone's lives, and we're just so appreciative.
That is great.
Of you taking this time to join us. Thank you. I have a twitch in my face. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday morning.
We love y'all. Thank you for joining us. And it's just not a Friday without the experience, the fun, and the frolic.
Thank you,
next
Debbie.
week, we may have some guests. We're trying. We got a big summer concert coming up here in Springfield. And so we're going to try to get some of our guests from the Inspirations, Lauren Talley, to join us here the next few weeks.
We have found out that 7 a.m. is awful early for a lot of them.
They just don't like it. Southern gospel artists don't like getting up any earlier than 10 a.m.
Chris, you have a blessed day. We're still praying for you. You know what I'm praying about.
God bless you all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.